Hey, good morning. Timothy Darrell Young, born June 5th, 1979, Masters of Public Administration, prevented from being any kind of ascended master, whatever that really fucking means, by US Satanism. Fused cell phones, faked reptilian off of the fused cell phones through things called bloatware that they install behind your operating system. Emulated drives that try to mimic my own hard drive here in Intel Town, Hillsboro, Oregon. They're working on D1X. It's a factory. I think it's going to be built in Oregon, maybe Arizona. Talk about industrial espionage. I had a family member that was working on water systems. Water's really important to the high-tech industry. My father, who tracks issues of public concern in the news voraciously, much better than even I. He's got better publications he reads since I was a young man, talked about with the IT sector in particular, their consumption demand for water was something that he researched keenly. So the Northwest, with our temperate rainforest and Willamette Valley shaking out clouds from the Coast Range and then again through the Cascades and settling into where we grow a lot of our food and a lot of population is in Oregon. It's pretty well suited. Computer science is one of the most dangerous majors on any college campus and anywhere in the academy. It's been proven in these disclosures and other matters. Your lives and human condition and quality of life is more important than this concocted reality. Your happiness, your loving kindness, your states of bliss, your nibbana, that's more important than, the spiritual slavery tech systems through the moon, the rings of Saturn, and the literal sun that will one day consume everything he's made, likely through the Oort cloud at least, and then retire a white dwarf solar object. Basic targeted individual defenses, cell phones that you can jailbreak or root to take out the bloatware software. You get a file editing program, take out the bloatware software. It's hard to even buy one. I tried to buy one at an AT&T store in Redmond, and electromagnetic form perpetrators took over the store to sell me a death phone, more or less. Housing your phone in many layers of tinfoil when not in use. That's really important. Shielding material science innovations from lessemf.com. You can buy packets of different types of shielding material beyond just lead that you can try out to see which one's more effective beyond placebo. Faraday cages built out of sheeted aluminum or tinfoil or aluminum foil around a simple tent that you have a metal cord that connects physically in the ground for grounding, like Faraday cage grounding. That's also a good tip for targeted individuals. Lead-lined walls, grounded rooms, grounded homes, lessemf.com, cell phone bloatware that you need to jailbreak or root your cell phone to get rid of, housing the phone in tinfoil when not in use. Lead clothes, they sell them. They can get your unique brain signature through your eyeball, of course your brain, and then your spine. I have electromagnetic form perpetrators still getting paid by somebody who is risking punishments beyond eternity, punishments that last for continuing. And I'm just getting tortured by the frontmen for the International Army for the Antichrist systems, a lot of them electromagnetic form perpetrators globally. It's no small operation. Anyway, so cell phones, wrap it in foil, get the bloatware off of it. lessemf.com, grounding metal material science innovations for your home or tent with Faraday cage setups, covering your eyes, your head, and your spine with lead clothing. And that should be a good start for now, for a lot of those targeted individuals out there, that if you're aware you have a leg up, a lot of people are in these synthetic telepathy torture hells and think it's just mental illness. That's how one of the system mechanisms for allowing this same plot to enslave to go on is that they mask it as mental illness, and it's much worse. So good morning. It's about the end of January. I want to wish the Oregon Ducks in particular good luck in their offseason recruiting. It'd be nice to get Mr. Ford away from the USC Trojans. Tuition is up over 1,000% over 40 years since 1979, and that's adjusted for inflation. So that's been the game that I've been playing against for over a decade. I had shepherded a project management, more or less, about measure that would have been $6 to $12 billion in an endowment for Oregon high school graduates to help subsidize their tuition costs that are out of control, as I've explained, to go to community college, vocational programs, or university, and it was sabotaged. It was designed to fail. More important than football. But I would like to see the Oregon Ducks really seal up this off-season recruiting effort in the next week or so and pick up maybe Mr. Ford, a 5-star wide receiver who's dancing with the Trojans down there in another war zone. Southern California is pretty bad too for targeted individual tactics and U.S. Satanism, direct energy weapons, torture devices, chipping, remote neural monitoring, brain-computer interface, voice-to-skull, satellite terrorism, you name it, and then redundant systems. So don't let you, as a Christian genome recipient, be beat by a fucking JPEG on your eyeball. I'm Buddhist trained. Buddha teaches you to rely on yourself to save yourself, not any external force. And that's really important in this day and age because there's so many forces trying to get in your head, particularly for the TI, and none of it's God. The whole solar system is satanic for allowing them to get into your minds and bodies in 3D form at all. Period. End of story. Fuck you and the rings of Saturn. I don't give a shit. I'm out. Peace. Have a good one.